All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music and all right, I'm talking music. I have to always correct this, and I'm doing it in real time for a couple of real people out there, just like you and just like me. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate the new subscribers, the new viewers, and all that stuff. I really appreciate that. Before I talk about how a band is still making music for 12-year-old boys, we've got Tommy DeCarlo, who's not making music for 12-year-old boys. People of all ages can really enjoy this album. This is called Dancing in the Moonlight. Came out a couple of years ago. I'm a big fan of Tommy. Tommy is still listed as the vocalist for the band Boston. Okay. And he's still got the vocal chops to pull it off, and his solo material is fantastic. So anyway, Tommy DeCarlo, you should check this out. And if you have a chance to go see his band, which is aptly named DeCarlo, I would suggest that's a great idea. They play music from Boston and Journey and Styx, and you never know what you're going to hear at a DeCarlo concert. And the vocals, unlike some other bands, are top shelf, right? They're right up there. Speaking of bands with vocal issues, Motley Crue has put out their version of the Beastie Boys classic, Fight for Your Right to Party. Music for 12-year-olds or people who are 60 years old who are still hanging on, right? Their EP is titled Canceled. Why? I don't know. I think they have a song called Canceled on there. And I think they're complaining about being canceled by certain people who don't want to see the debauchery that takes place at a Motley Crue concert, thanks to Tommy Lee, who tells the women to do certain things and the men have to follow suit. I had a patron go to a Motley Crue concert, and he said it was kind of like going to Sodom and Gomorrah. So yeah, but no fire rained down, so it wasn't completely like Sodom and Gomorrah. But they came out with Dogs of War, which was a very dark track. And they followed it up with You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party, because we needed a cover of that song. Yeah. I mean, the Beastie Boys, their version just wasn't good enough for the world, so we needed someone to cover that. I don't know how you top that. I'm not a huge fan of the song to begin with. Um, it was an interesting song when it came out, and it was kind of like a rap metal kind of thing, which supposedly broke new ground, or destroyed old ground. I'm not sure what it did to the music world, but we tolerated it and we listened to it, and it was part of our MTV experience, I guess. The video was kind of cool and campy and all that, but I don't think we needed an update for it or to it. So you go listen to it, and Bob Rock produced it. I have a lot of respect for Bob. I wish he would pick and choose who he's going to work with a little more carefully. But, he did what he did, I think, in the studio to get a lot out of Vince Neil and to make it sound up to date. And that's why I think it is Dogs of War did chart like I thought it would over on the Dark 40, as I like to call it, the mainstream or active rock charts today, which all has pretty much the same sound except for like two bands that are on there. This is what Bob had to say. It was really great getting in the studio and working on some tracks together. What started out as a couple of demo ideas turned into this EP. We look forward to getting back into the studio again and writing more music. Actually, that's Motley Crue talking about Bob Rock, and it's not Bob talking about Motley Crue. Anyway, the band first played the cover of You Gotta Fight for Your Right to Party at a secret show back on June 30th of 2023 for 450 fans at the Underworld in London. So yeah, this was, I guess, in the works for quite some time that they were going to cover this song. It's a slow news day, I'll admit it. But it's music for 12-year-olds, or at least 12. It's music for 12-year-olds back in 1990. 12-year-olds today They're not going to want to hear this. So who's it for? Who's it marketed to? Just diehard Motley Crue fans. That's who it's actually made for. So anyway, you got to fight for your right to party 2024 with all of the things going on in the world today. I guess you can just kind of do your little thing where you're just by yourself in the fetal position in the corner, hiding from the world. And then at some point, you think to yourself, you know what? You know what's truly important? I've got to fight for my right to party. Yeah. Forget about low gas prices or low interest rates or a secure southern border. See how I work the politics into that? It's just weird. I guess what they call it, nihilism. You just block everything out. And that's an alternative. It's certainly some good old fashioned substance abuse. Yeah, let's fight for our right to party. All right. That's enough. I mean, I tried to milk this as much as I could. There's just not much here. Motley Crue doing the Beastie Boys. It's just not much there. Tommy DeCarlo, a lot right here on this CD. Dancing in the Moonlight. From start to finish, a great masterpiece of an AOR album, which was, of course, ignored by the mainstream music industry, who doesn't give a rat's you-know-what about what Tommy DeCarlo is up to, and so many other people that put out quality music. No support system, so here I am. I am the support system. Thanks for watching the channel. If you can help out, Patreon, YouTube memberships, getting messages from the UK via Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if I have any fans over there. I think I have at least one now. But I appreciate those who tune in over in the UK. I got Eric Clapton over there, who I guess, I don't know if he watches all the videos, but I would consider him a friend and hopefully a viewer, right? But as far as everybody else goes, who knows? I know I have a couple of folks in Australia who watch the channel with 80,000, 81,000 subscribers, whatever it is right now. I guess I have representation from all over the world, but mostly here in the United States and North America in general. So I appreciate everybody who tunes in and puts up with this. Thank you. God bless everyone. And remember, folks, you got to fight for your right to party.